Okay, here we go. We are live in the Digital Marketing for Travel Professionals Facebook group. We'll give a couple seconds here to have anybody that would like to log in and have a peek here. Make sure we're all live. Yeah, we're good to go. Okay, awesome. Thank you all for joining us again for another chat in the Digital Marketing for Travel Professionals Facebook group. I hope you all are keeping safe and keeping good hygiene. I could definitely use a haircut myself.
Same position.
Yeah. Todd's telling me he doesn't have a camera. In reality, he just hasn't had a haircut in about 6 months. So we'll save you the suspense, and he's not going to have a camera today, but that's okay. We're going to have Todd share his screen, and we're going to do a deep dive into a couple websites today to give you an SEO or show you what an SEO audit looks like. And a lot of you out there might not know what an SEO audit is. SEO, for those that don't know, search engine optimization. And we're going to go into the back end of a couple sites. Thank you for those that did send us sites. Unfortunately, we can only choose two to go through today. We couldn't go through them all, but Todd's going to go in and kind of dissect what's happening and give you guys some tips on what you can be doing on your own website to better optimize it for search. Give you a bit of background on Todd. Todd has run a company called Casio for how many years, Todd?
I started Casio in 2014, I believe.
2014, and in 2019, I merged my social media agency with Casio, Todd's SEO company, to form Merged Media. So Todd is the CEO at Merged Media, and yeah, he's the business partner, and he's a whiz. He's a sorcerer when it comes to SEO, and he's going to be able to provide you guys with a lot of value. Now, because Todd's so deep in the space, we're going to try to dumb it down for you as much as possible. But if you do have any questions, just leave them in the comments, and I'll get those to Todd. If anything is unclear, if he's going too fast, let's use that comment section to answer any questions that you might have. Okay, Todd.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Are you ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready to rock and roll. Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Take it away.
Awesome. So, so I'm going to go through this kind of SEO audit with this sheet that I'm going to share with you at the end. A lot of this stuff is going to be very simple. So you guys might have gone through this process with your GMB, but you can use this checklist to kind of take this and make sure you've done all the right steps that we have as an SEO company when we're building a new GMB for like a brand new business. So I'm going to go through this. So the first thing I'm going to go through is setting up your Google My Business. So the first thing you want to do is have a Google account. That's just the first thing. The next thing you want is to go to this business listing URL. And you want to go here, sign up, manage now, or sign in. So I'm going to sign in because I've already got tons of GMBs on my Google business. You're going to add your location, add your business to Google. And this is the first step of creating a business, my business name. So we're going to call it DigiTravel. And if you've never created a business before, it's not going to come up with a suggestion. You're going to have to create this with this name. The next thing is category. So DigiTravel, Jay, have you ever talked about DigiTravel?
No, I have not gotten into DigiTravel just yet. So this is going to be kind of an icebreaker on that one.
Okay, awesome. So DigiTravel is like a new kind of marketing agency we're kind of building. So I'm going to look at that category as a marketing agency. And you could do the same for your travel agency. So Google is going to have travel agent, all the different stuff you can look up. And if you're multiple sectors, so for example, I own a landscaping company. Once you get into that back end, you can add multiple categories. So you want your main category, and then you can add subcategories of that. And I'll show you that once we get into this. So you're going to create a business category, Do you want to add a location for customers to visit, like a store? So this is a great thing. So if you don't have a physical location and you want to use your home, you can still create a Google business listing. You just can set it so it's a service area and it doesn't show your address. So you can still have that business listing and keep your home address private because you're servicing people from your home and possibly going to meet them in different places. So we can put in yes for us because we do have a location. And then if you get to here, you're going to have to put in your address. If you click no, you're just going to put in the area that you serve. So we're going to put in our office address in Canada. 192. This is kind of like an over-the-shoulder tutorial. So we're going to put in Guelph Hermosa here, and it's going to auto-populate if it recognizes the address. And then, does your location serve customers outside of this location? So yes, I also serve outside. If you don't, you can put no. I like to put select areas because if you are, say you're in, where's a popular place? In Toronto, and you can go to Mississauga, you can go to Oakville, or all these other places around that city, it's definitely worth adding these service areas in. So we're just going to put in Milton, for example, which is very close to us.
So it's beneficial to put in all of these suburbs?
Yeah, definitely. So I think a great example is because I've got real experience with CF Landscaping on this. CF Landscaping is based out of Milton, but because I'm putting in we service Guelph, Oakville, and all these other locations, when you Google for landscapers in them locations, if you do a good enough job on the local kind of SEO part that we're going to go into, then you can start showing in the map pack in a wider area in all these different cities.
Got it.
So I'm just going to put in, what's our office address, Jay? Phone number, sorry.
Ooh, good question. 519-605-0660.
0660, awesome. And then we're just going to put in DigiTravel here.
So just a background on those who aren't familiar with DigiTravel. DigiTravel is our do-it-for-you digital marketing service. It's a part of Merged Media. So if anybody wanted a website done or in the travel industry or any sort of SEO or Facebook ads, they would contact our DigiTravel division. So Todd's just kind of optimizing it now. It's a site that we just launched, but I think it's a good sort of example that you guys can use for yourselves when setting up your own sites.
Exactly. So this is a cool part, and I believe this is because of COVID right now. Google is trying to make it a faster process to verify the listing. Normally you get a postcard by mail, which takes 12 days, but we can maybe verify this live. So I'm going to get it to call the office, Jay.
Here we go.
There it is.
Do you need something? Hold on. Oh, hold on a sec.
Zero, 4, 0,
304.
6, 3. Again.
063.
063.
Oh,
0,
sorry.
4,
204.
0, 6, 3.
That's it. There you go.
Boom. You are now verified.
Perfect. That was easy because historically that you had to do that postcard route where you had to wait 12 days to verify your local listing. So that's
exactly.
Great.
Yeah.
Easy.
So sometimes you can get lucky and have the fast routes. Now we have a verified listing on Google. Mm-hmm. So now the next steps is to obviously optimize that with this list of stuff. So, the next thing is to, verifying. We've done all that. Like, Brad even added here. Brad did this for me. Postcard usually takes 12 days. Well, we've been able to do it instantly today. So next thing is fill in your business operation hours. So, there's a lot of simple stuff here. Once you're in the back end, it's very self-explanatory. So we're just going to put in hours Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Just going to, a bit tedious stuff you have to do here, but
Yeah, we're more like 8 to 6 though, but we'll do 9 to 5. It's
We'll
cool.
just do 9 to 5 just for the. We can change that later on. We're not going to build citations today.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 9 p.m. If we get that in. Okay. So that's the business hours. I'm going to follow Brad's list. I would normally just do this. So add a URL. So there's an appointment URL here. We don't have one, but if you have an appointment link, like, you know, Jay normally has a Calendly link, you can add that into this appointment section.
Mm-hmm.
And then a short name. So you want to have a good short name. It's just, it looks better for your business maps, like when you're linking it and sharing it, like Google reviews and stuff. So we can just call our short name DigiTravel.
Oh, that's at the end of the URL? Is that what it is?
Exactly. Yeah. So you can now share that business profile, basically.
Perfect.
And then the next thing is looking at the categories. So you have travel agent. I'm pretty sure if you are a travel agent, that's possibly only the category that you're going to be looking at. But if you do something else within that industry, travel clinic, travel lounge, you know, there's a lot of other random stuff, but I'm sure for most travel agents, it's just going to be this as a primary category. Then next, you're going to add product images. So this is the cool part. So you're going to add your logo here, the cover. So this is kind of like when you go to Google. So let's go to google.ca. So if you put in here, you see that your photos start to show up. You've got your little logo when people are Googling your business. So you want to do all these steps because Google pulls all this data, and when they're Googling your business, it's going to give you a better look. It even pulls reviews around the web, which is why it's so important to, you know, if you have travel directories that you're part of, even Facebook, to get them reviews best you can, because Google is actually showing that when people are looking for your business.
So Todd, sorry to interrupt. So if somebody is not taking the initiative to optimize their Google My Business and optimize their listing, if somebody Googles their business, nothing's going to show up here, right?
Exactly. So, I mean, I know someone gave us a website to audit here, Pitt Meadows Track Days. Mm-hmm. You know, this is a thing here. We can show this, and I feel like I'm calling you guys out, but, you know, we can fix this. So if you look up Pitt Meadow Track Days, all it does is comes up with a website and my tool. But you see, you're not taking any real estate on Google here. You've got no business card on the side. You know, you could make this look a lot smarter, even if you don't have a physical location. You can use that service area to just make your business look more professional when Googling it.
Awesome.
So the next thing is the photos. So you want to add obviously the logo, cover, and then interior, exterior, identity. You know, you can add them into whatever category you want. So if I was to add photos to this listing, there is actually a step that I would take before doing this, and it's like $10 a month. It's called geotagging images. So when you geotag an image, what you're doing is putting your like kind of physical or, you know, your location area. You could even put just city and skip the address. You can put that into the image. So 128 Main Street, North, Word, Ontario, 2K0. And then you can just take an image. I'll take a random Casio image here. So what this is doing is making the image have them location properties in the image. So what you're doing is you're uploading an image with that data inside the image. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, that data within the image is going to be caught in search, right?
Yeah, exactly. So if I download this image right now and I go here, I'll just move it to... And then we'll edit the image. Oh, sorry, properties of the image. You can see if you go to details, this image has GPS settings inside the image. So what that's doing is giving Google more relevancy to where you're located. It gives you a better boost when going for their map pack listings. So, when I'm Googling now landscaping.
Now, when Todd says map pack, he means, yeah, exactly. Those three listings. Yeah, those three listings. Especially if you're a local agency targeting people locally, you definitely want your business to show up as one of those three agents within the local area. So, that's where it comes to that longitude, latitude. Well, I can't even say it. But you know what I mean.
Latitude.
Thank you for the image. So that's the importance of that map pack. We had Brad talk about that in a previous episode, but that's the map pack.
Yeah, that's the map pack. So what you're doing is you're uploading these images with that data in there. And that's just going to help Google understand, these guys are at this GPS setting, and it just gives you more kind of authority in that location, which helps in that map pack setting. So then the next part is adding all the services your business provides. So this is actually a pretty recent update. Where is it? Our services right here. So you can now add custom services. So say you offer, was it like destination weddings? You can add that as a service. You can add honeymoons, like anything you specialize in as a travel agent, you can include into your business profile as a service offer, which just helps kind of establish your business in the map packs and stuff when people are Googling, wedding destinations or them type of keywords to find someone to handle that. And that's just going to give you a bit more of a competitive edge over other agencies who are probably not doing that. So the next thing is a description. So that's, again, pretty simple stuff to add. You just go down to here. You add a business description. You've got 750 words to describe your business. And what you want to do is once you've done all this with the business description, you're going to take this and put it into this worksheet here. So we have a short and long business bio. You would add all this data into this part here, which I haven't got to yet. But once you've done all them steps on the Google My Business, we're going to use this spreadsheet to put all that data into this setting because you're going to use that to create citations. So I guess, is there any questions you have, Jay, or anything on that part of the...
I think that's pretty good. That's pretty self-explanatory. I think if people are following along, I don't think we would have lost people at this point. I think it's pretty simple to follow along and fill that in. I think we could probably keep it to an audit.
Cool. So the next thing I did is obviously we had Pitt Meadows Track Days come to us with their website to do an audit. I've had to kind of make a few things up here because obviously there's no business listing and owner's name and stuff. So I've just filled in some of the blanks myself. So the biggest thing here is once you've created that Google business listing, you want to take all that data and put it into this kind of template so you have it all saved, because the next step is building citations. And citations is something where you're building directory links. And what that is we can show you here. And we do have a reporting tool that you guys can use after this live video that you can build this dashboard for yourself. Citations are directories. So you can see here you've got Facebook, Foursquare, Yellow Pages, and all these different directories that you can add your business on. And what that does is it helps your map pack. So the more Google sees your business on all these different directories with it's called your NAP, so your name, address, and phone number, the more relevancy and authority it gives to you in the map pack, and it's going to help you rank better when people are Googling for travel agents in your area.
I think just to slow down for 1 second there, Todd. It's for citations. An example of a citation would be like a travel agency directory. Like if Travel Hub. I think there's one here that I found. It's called like Travel Hub. You got tours.com. There's all these different travel agency directories. Those are all citations. And
it's not even just the travel agency directories. You even have obviously this is customized to CF. But you just have Profiles Canada, and obviously in the States, you've got the same kind of stuff. And you can add any business to this directory, but these are all the big ones. So what this does is ranks the directories by the ones that gives you the most power and value. and you work your way down.
Would a local chamber be considered a directory?
Definitely. Like signing up to like a local chamber is a great way to get a quick backlink and a great citation. So there's not just the benefit of the chamber where you can network and stuff. It's also great for a good backlink and citation.
Awesome.
So what you're going to do is you're going to take this data and run it through this local SEO report. A lot of this can be automated. So we've got this. So this is already populating the data as CF, and you get your report. And then you fill in all your citation details here, which then creates, where is it? We'll go back. Oh, trying to find it now. Hold on. Okay, so I can't find it, so let's just quickly go back to here. Oh, here we go. So yeah, this tool here is going to create a report like this for you. And you're going to be able to use this to kind of build your own citations. It's going to give you links to the places. You click get citation here, and it's going to take you to where you sign up to these directories. And this is a great, just simple step to help your business in terms of the local rankings. So is there any questions on that, Jay? Nope, Jay's not here.
Todd, that's good. Oh. No, yeah, we're good on that.
You're all good? Okay, cool. So yeah, that's the simple step. The other option I can give you is you can go to someone like this. Let's find them. So these guys build citations, and for $60 you can get 35 of them done for you, giving your business information. So that could be an easier option for someone out there. Mm-hmm. So
and having those 35 citations is, and you're not just going to get these citations and expect to get a ton of traffic overnight. No. It's going to take time, right?
Yeah, that's why we always give that kind of time frame. Like, you're not going to buy these citations and suddenly you're ranking #1 on Google. What they're doing is helping your service area and your business just be more visible on the map packs and more visible. So you're going to see that traffic slowly go up as Google finds these citations that are built. So yeah, don't expect like instant rankings with this kind of stuff.
Yeah, and the whole point of these citations is to build the authority of your website, and it's basically a battle of authority when you're competing with your competitors on website traffic and visibility, right?
Yeah, it is, and you can see that here. Trying to compete with businesses, I believe you can go into here. I'll leave that for another day. There's other stuff I want to go through.
Yeah.
So citations are pretty simple once you get the grip. Like if you go to Bright Local, there's tons of guides and blogs on citations and how they work. So if you want to really kind of understand it more, there's tons of resources. Now you've got the basics of what you're going to do. The next step is looking into kind of your website. So I'm using WordPress because it's a very simple platform to show this with. So we're going to go through and show you how to optimize your titles and H1s of that website. So if you have a WordPress site, you can do this with Joomla or any kind of platform you use. You can Google, kind of an SEO plugin, and it's going to do the same kind of stuff and make it this simple. So you're going to look up your plugin. So you're going to go and get Yoast SEO. Then we're just going to install Yoast SEO into the WordPress.
Is this, and now for other sites out there on other platforms like Wix or Weebly or Squarespace, do they have that ability to add this Yoast SEO plugin?
No. So if you're using Wix or Weebly, I believe they have their own internal system where you can change your title tags. Mm-hmm. So if you're looking to do simple stuff like that, you can do it on Wix and Weebly. The only reason I know we say if someone's coming to do an SEO program with us, we always suggest to move to WordPress or a different platform, is because when you start going past that, that optimization, which is another level, that's where you start to get limited. So Wix and Weebly is great if you're just looking to do your own business and, do some of the basics. But if you hire a company, expect to kind of move to a WordPress platform or a different platform with more flexibility.
Awesome.
So now we've installed Yoast, we're going to go to General here. And I always come here. You want to turn the features off for this. It just gives you more settings to go through the stuff you want to do. Then we're going to go to search appearance. So this is a key thing. Every time we set up Yoast on a new SEO campaign, this is the first thing we do, because a lot of sites, if you're just using a basic WordPress site and you put it live and haven't done any optimization, what's happening is Google is not being instructed not to crawl random pages on your website. So like your admin login, Google can see that and index that. Other pages like tags, just irrelevant pages that don't need to go onto the Google search and it isn't going to help you, probably more harm you. You want to kind of get that stuff so it's not being crawled. So now we've added this, we can go in the back end and you're going to go to taxonomies. So categories, you don't want that in the search results. So you're going to click no. Tags, you don't want them in the search results. You don't want formats in the search results. So you disable it. And this kind of stuff is fine because this could be with Pit Meadows, their kind of events page and stuff. And, you want that to get indexed on Google. And then you're just going to save changes here. It's really easy to do with this stuff.
Why would you not want to get everything indexed?
Because the trouble is that say you write a blog post, that's going to make, so you're going to have page what this doesn't have a blog, but you're going to have page 1, 2, 3. So if you've got 30 blog posts, you've got 1, 2, 3 of pages. So Google's going to index page 1, 2, and 3. And that just offers no value to someone trying to search for something.
Mm-hmm.
So Google's all about how much value does this site bring to the user when they're searching. It's how user-friendly is this website. So if you're indexing random pages where the user is just visiting it as like, what is this? That offers no value to the user, and that can give you a demotion in terms of the algorithm because you're indexing stuff that means nothing to that user searching on Google. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you just need to be calculated with the pages that you do want to have optimized for Google and not like throw everything at the wall to see what sticks.
Exactly. So like when I build a website, if it's a 5-page website with a blog, my idea is them 5 pages will be indexed, including the blog. And then each blog post that talks about something like a topic will get indexed. But then if that's like when you build them blog posts, that creates category pages. It creates all these different pages that kind of host a link to that blog post. Them pages are useless and they don't do anything for you. It kind of spreads your website out further for no reason, if that makes sense.
Makes total sense. 100%. Awesome.
So then you want to go to the archives here. And you're going to disable the author archives. You don't want the author to be indexed again. It's just going to show all the blog posts constantly. And again, it's just useless. Date archives disabled as well. So this stuff is really easy with Yoast. It gives you the exact stuff that you need to do when you're doing your website. And then save changes. So that's you optimizing most of the crawl, any potential crawl errors on your website or unwanted pages is just by doing them settings. You don't even have to go in and do these massive audits like a lot of SEO companies like us. We go in and crawl the entire website and find all these pages. Well, these few settings normally fix most of them issues. So that's a great way to fix issues without going too deep into it.
It's interesting because I think a lot of our viewers out there are thinking like, oh, great, I have a website and wipe their hands and cross their fingers and hopefully it ranks on Google. But there are a lot of things that go into the back end of a website to ensure that you're putting it in the best opportunity to rank on Google. And we're just scratching the surface on a couple here, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, this is the kind of very 5 basic steps you would do. There's so much more that you can do to get better results. These are going to kind of start getting you some results and help and get you in a better position. But this is definitely not a guide to ranking your website #1 and increasing your traffic like crazy. This is a guide to get you in a better position to do that.
Yeah. Now, once you complete what you just did, Todd, is it kind of like, can they sit back for a bit, or is it something that needs to be constantly done on a monthly basis? And the reason why I ask is Robin Brittenham just wrote a comment saying, creating graphics flyers website is not my area of expertise. It takes me so long to do this type of thing. So, obviously this does take a priority. Now, how much front end work or front loading work can you do for this to happen, to put your website in a position to rank without having to do that constant maintenance?
Yeah, so I mean, with this stuff, this is kind of a one-time get your website ready guide. Like, this is going to do a lot of the steps to kind of give you a bit more exposure on Google,
building a foundation.
Yeah, building that foundation. But if you're trying to really go for it and, kind of dominate, kind of like CF I show you there, #1 in the map pack, that's me spending 2 years working on that to really kind of dominate that market. That's every month. That's why a lot of people don't want to do it themselves, because it is a monthly task if you're looking to be really competitive.
Yeah.
This is a guide to help you build that foundation. But yeah, if you want to be competitive, you've got to be on this and learning more about SEO. This is the pure basics of what you're going to be doing. And
a lot with any SEO campaign, a lot of it has to do with the amount of competition that you might have in your area. So, if you're in kind of a suburban area that does travel agencies, it's not going to take all that much time to rank your site compared to if you're in a downtown sort of urban area like downtown Toronto or downtown New York. It's going to be a lot more competition, so there's going to be a lot more legwork involved.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, so these tips are something you can just do right off the bat and kind of leave and think of, great, I've set the foundation. But if you're looking to be competitive, it's a lot more than this. So the next thing you want to do is set out kind of what you want to target. So, pit, meadow, track days, I've kind of come up with a few things that if you're looking to take that one off, that was an example for something else. If you're looking to expand and get your services in the right areas, then you need to look at what pages and what keywords do I need to target. So the homepage, Vancouver track days is going to be a big one to target. That's going to get the most searches, and you can do that by putting in your desired keywords. So Vancouver track days, and this is going to bring up these. So this is a tool that I use. I don't know if you want me to get into that, Jay, but
the tool that you use to find those related keywords.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to save that for another time, or
yeah, maybe we can go on another time. We're getting pretty long here on time. We can definitely talk about that stuff on another episode, I think.
Cool. So I would, to keep this simple, just think of keywords that someone's going to Google for you. So travel agent, London, travel agent, New York, or your sub area, wherever you are, you would kind of assume someone's Googling travel agent city. So that's where I would start. And then same with your services. So these guys, if they're going to be doing car track days, I know they're offering motorbike, you're going to need to create new pages if you don't have that page. So you're going to make the URL car track days. And what that does is creates more of a kind of targeted service pages on your site, and it's going to be easier to rank for them keywords, if that makes sense.
So would you say, creating some blogs obviously around those keywords, right, would be key?
Yeah, and not only that, that's where your title tag and meta description comes in. So, your title tag is this part here. So when you change your title tag on your website, you're changing this section here on Google. And what you're doing is that the essential thing here is getting your keyword in that title tag. So you're going to be putting in your title tag, Vancouver track days, and then you want to use something like this, and then put your brand name. So pit, Meadows track days. So that's going to be what is going to that's going to show on here once you update it in Yoast. So you're going to go to the back end of Meadow, wherever I'm losing it with the tabs now. Hold on. Hit Meadow, WP admin. Okay, so you're going to want to go to the page. So this is going to be for your home page here, because you're going to want your home page to target kind of track days or whatever. And this is not me going into full detail. I don't know too much about Pit Meadow track days, but you know more about your business, so you're going to know what to naturally target. When we do this, we use keyword tools and stuff to really understand the business. But I'm trying to keep this simple in terms of your own business, so you're going to know what to put for the homepage. You know what your customers are going to be Googling for your business.
Now, in terms of the meta description, explain that, Todd, what that means and how somebody can easily optimize that.
Yeah, so your meta description is what shows here. So again, this is where you have your targeted keywords. So if you're targeting Vancouver track days, you want to add it into the meta description. And it's not because you're trying to stuff keywords in. It's because if you look here, because I've Googled track days, you can see here it's bolding track days. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So what you're doing is when someone searches for your business, you're including that into your description because it gives you a lot more kind of, it's a better click-through rate. Someone's going to see, track days, that's what I want, I'm going to go here. So if the better you do at targeting the keywords in your description, the better click-through rate you're going to get when people are Googling you once you get them results.
I'm sure this question is going to come up, Todd, but we don't need to get into the related keywords today. But what is that tool on the right-hand side there?
This tool here?
Yeah.
This is called Keywords Everywhere.
Okay, Keywords Everywhere.
It's a free tool as well, but it's great for if you install it into your Chrome or whatever. It's great for giving you related keywords when you're searching your business keywords.
Awesome.
So it is a good to have tool if you're looking to mess around with this stuff. But yeah, and then your title. So what Google does is, the reason why I put title into this is because it's one of the most important factors in terms of ranking for the on-site SEO. If you put your keyword in the title, you have more opportunity of ranking that website. So if I go here, I'm just going to use CF Landscaping. The biggest thing here is I'm competing with House and Best Rated, but because I have Milton Landscaping Company, Google recognizes that and it gives you the most relevancy to the keyword you want to target. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yep, 100%.
Cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the homepage of Pit Meadow Track Days on your WordPress site. And now you've installed Yoast, you've added this little kind of tool here. And it's really easy to now edit your title. You don't have to go in and change code. You're literally going to edit. You're just going to click here and it opens up this. And we've decided I'm going to change the title back. So I don't know if that's the keyword, but Vancouver Track Days. I'm going to take that from my spreadsheet and put it into here. And what's going to happen is once Google recrawls that site, this will change to Vancouver Track Days.
I think the big mistake that a lot of people make is when you do a Google, all you see is homepage. It says home and their company name, right? That's not what people want.
Well, even here, like you can see Pit Meadows Track Days, and these guys could use this to kind of use the correct keywords if I'm on the wrong track here. The title is too long. So, that there's not a lot of value added here unless they're Googling their brand. If you're trying to target people that are Googling keywords, you want to have that relevant to the keywords they're Googling because they're just seeing good times, huge track. There's not much relevancy to what they're trying to find, if you know what I mean.
How much real estate do people have there? How many words or how many?
So this is the great thing. So I'm actually under the word count right now.
Got it.
So using Yoast SEO, you can actually, this tells you when you're going over that real estate.
Got it.
So this is a great tool to kind of stop you from taking up too much. And Yeah, so you can perfectly fit in all the keywords you want to target. You don't want to repeat the same keywords, but yeah, you can definitely build this to what Google is wanting that real estate to be. And then here you can edit your meta description. So whatever meta description you're going to want to have, you want Vancouver track days in there, but you're going to build something nice, like we've got here. CF Landscaping, let our professionals handle all your landscaping needs. So we didn't put Milton in here, but we've definitely highlighted landscaping in here a couple of times. This is another thing you can do, which we could show another day, adding emojis into your titles. But yeah, so the
benefit of an emoji, I think, is just it shows a bit of originality and kind of stands out from the other listings, right?
Exactly. And yeah, I didn't plan on the emoji discussion, but the big thing about an emoji is, say you're ranking top 3 for your travel agency. Well, if you add an emoji in there, it's going to really catch that person's eye that's Googling. So your click-through rate is going to go up. And that actually helps your rankings. If Google sees that people are more going to your website and enjoying that website, it's actually going to kind of increase your rankings at the same time.
And we see that on social all the time. We use emojis to our advantage because it helps. We've found that it helps ads stand out in the news feed. You don't want to go crazy with it, but I think what you did for CF Landscaping there, Todd, was pretty effective. Just using the one, right? Yeah,
exactly. I mean, I was struggling with like top 5 because obviously I'm competing with such big websites here for Homestars and these guys are all massive websites that you're competing with. Even Ground Sky, it's a national company, and as you can see, I'm the only kind of small business sitting in these top rankings because you're doing the right steps to take advantage.
What is that there? Is that a couple hammers or what?
Yeah, it's a couple of hammers. So landscape construction, I did a couple of hammers.
Nice, there you go. Awesome.
Yeah, but we did the same for golf website design, and it really does work adding emojis into your titles.
If you're a travel agency, get the old umbrella beach or palm tree or something like that. I think that.
Yeah, we'll send you the emoji website where you can copy and paste it. You literally can take this. What's the emoji website?
I use Emoji Copy. You use that one.
Media. I think this is what I use. So if you go here, grinning face, I'm just going to take a random happy face here. So I think you just copy it. Oh yeah, you can copy it here. And this is a great thing about Yoast. I can just go boom. And now you got an emoji in your title.
Love it.
So if you're looking to do that with yours and get a bit more creative, you can definitely take them emojis and throw them in that Yoast SEO title there.
Cool.
Yeah, so I think this is pretty much everything I had. I'm going to share this sheet with everyone. What I do is before I go into the website is kind of tracking out what you want to target and which pages you want to optimize. So this is a great sheet just to, add your keywords that you're thinking of targeting and doing all your titles before and then going and doing the whole process on the WordPress backend with Yoast.
Awesome. Cool.
And yeah, that's everything. If you have any questions.
Yeah. And right now, I think, a lot of people are going to watch this playback, so we might have some questions later on, but we will put any relevant links within the comment section of this post. Todd, do you want to show people what they can do if they want to get that audit? We've put something recently on our website, put it together really quick. Maybe you can explain the local SEO report.
Yeah, definitely. So what I did is I took this from our Bright Local SEO tool, but what this does is kind of gives you a free version because that's another thing I'd quickly explain is with SEO, there's so many tools you have to use. It adds up really fast in terms of the monthly cost of all these tools. So this is something where you can just put in your business here. So we've got Casio and you just click get your report. And then you go through all these details with your company. So you can do this all through Merged Media and create my report. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to build that report. And what will happen is I'll just drag this over. It will send you an email where you can view report now. And you get a load of stuff on your business. It even adds all the top local businesses that you need to add your business to. so it gives you a load of information on some kind of next steps to optimizing your business here.
Awesome. So what we'll do is we'll put that link to the SEO report in on this page or in the comments. So it's I think it's merge.ca/local-SEO-report. But again, we'll throw it in the comments there after this chat.
Awesome.
Cool. Awesome. So thank you again, everybody. Thanks, Todd, for joining us today. If anybody has any questions, you know where to reach us in the Digital Marketing for Travel group, or you can reach us at merged.ca. Thanks again. Stay tuned. We got some great guests coming up in the next couple weeks. Okay. Thanks again.
See ya.